Hey, it's Diane Forster back again, continuing our series of how to make the perfect cup of coffee with the finishing touch being the Spifter. This is now, we've talked about the water that I use, the Kangen water. That water is so important to the health of our bodies. It's everything. It's saving lives. This Kangen water is amazing. And then I talked about the coffee industry in general in the U.S. and how over 400 million cups of coffee are drunk a day, how many micro roasters there are popping up all over the place, that 34% of the population goes out and buys coffee from baristas each and every day, and that they're spending about $1,000 a year on coffee for that experience. So now I'm going to talk about the coffee maker industry. Now, this is another big industry. $21 million a year are spent on coffee makers in this country. And there are four types. There's the automatic drip, there's the espresso machines, there are the single cup servers, and then there's also the French press. And then there's brands like DeLonghi, Breville, what else is there? There's Nespresso, Mr. Coffee, Braun, Cuisinart, Hamilton, Black & Decker, you name it. There's a wide variety from really inexpensive to well over $1,000. And I've seen them as high as $1,600. There's probably ones that are even more commercial grade. And then there are also coffee makers that are just where they grind the coffee. They have frothers attached to them. They're coffee makers and espresso makers all in one. So it just really depends on what your needs and wants and desires are. But there is something for everyone, that is for sure. Me, I'm pretty simple. First of all, I love French press coffee. I just love the flavor. I love the texture of it. So I drink this coffee this way a lot. And plus, it also controls the amount of coffee that I drink too. So I can make just about a cup's worth if that's all I want. And one other thing, let me point out, I also switched to a smaller coffee cup because I was using those big cups, but my coffee would get cold before I was halfway through drinking it. So I went back to a smaller cup, and that way it stays hot all the way through. So French press is normally the way I go, but I also have a coffee maker here. I have a Braun here too, and I make coffee in here all the time, and it makes delicious coffee. Listen, if you're using a high-grade water and you're using a high-grade coffee, your coffee's going to taste good, and no matter what you make it in. So that is the segment on coffee makers. So now we've done the water, we've done the coffee, and now we've actually brewed it. So the next video will be what we put in our coffee. So fun. So I'll be back with that video shortly, and I hope you're enjoying this. And listen, leave me comments and suggestions on what's the perfect coffee look like to you? I'd love to know that too. So I hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you soon. Bye.